Hello, today I'm going to show you in 15 minutes how to make a melting cheese. A cheese like a string cheese, a cheese like mozzarella, a cheese like burrata, all in 15 minutes. And the greatest thing about this recipe is we don't use rennet or any kind of things that you cannot find in your kitchen. We're going to use milk and we're going to use vinegar. I'm going to put a liter of raw milk. If it's pasteurized, it doesn't work. The fat and the protein molecules kind of change shape, so we cannot get that stringy effect from the milk. Slowly, while adding the vinegar, stir the milk so that it will affect the milk everywhere. A liter of milk, 75 milliliters of vinegar. Now I'm going to heat this up until 49 degrees, which is almost saying like a very hot shower. On the side, I am putting from the kettle plain water that I'm going to heat my curdle. It's almost done. As you can see, everything gathered together. The degrees is really important. This is now 49. Actually, it's past it a bit. After it goes above 50, 55, the protein and the fat starts to get distributed. So I take it out of this water and then push it like this. As you can see, almost the cheese is ready. Normally, if you're making, for example, a mozzarella or try to go your way to make a good burrata or dil peyniri in Turkey, which is similar, with the vinegar, a little later you put rennet. Rennet is an acid in the cow's stomach, which actually when she drinks milk, it turns and curdles it into a cheese. So normally cows do not drink milk, they eat cheese when they drink milk. In our stomachs, we don't have such an acid. So what humans did, they took the stomach of the calf, which didn't eat anything else, and dried it and then put it into pieces, and it became the base of making cheese. Still in Anatolia, still in Cyprus, when they try to make halloumi cheese, they use that dried piece of the stomach of the calf and make the cheese. This way, the vinegar makes everything halfway through in a way. I push it like this, increase the surface area, take the extra out. As you can see, we come up with nice cheese. But it's not ready yet. We want it to be stringy. The water here is about 75 degrees. I want this water to be around 90 degrees. I'm going to heat it up a bit. To make it stringy and long, I'm going to pull and fold always from the same direction. Turn off the heat, put it in the water. First time around 45 seconds. As you know, when I just put it in, it was quite straight and smooth, but now it started to become more stringy. I push it this way to make it long, and I pull it a bit like this. While I put my hand, it starts to get colder so that the texture gets not so smooth. Then I fold it again and put it in my hands again and pull it again in the same direction. If it starts to get long on this direction, I fold it like this so that the lining is still horizontal. As you can see, in my hands it started to become not as smooth. This means the cheese has to be heated again. So I put it in the water. Another way that we sometimes use in the kitchen is dip it a bit, push it in our hands, make it longer, and then dip it in such a way. Now this way with the hot water, we increase the surface area and we make sure that our cheese gets the heat, kills the bacteria.
So this is the homemade version of pasteurizing.
Pasteurizing cheese, not exactly, but in a way with the hot water, we kill the bacteria. Make it really long, heat it up, fold it, push it again, pull it, fold it. And I'm going to, for the one last time, dip it in, wait for another 15 seconds. Now, this is almost ready. If you make this round,
The direction
they are inside. No. They are inside, still stringy. And those strings, actually, when you put it on a pizza, when you put it on a toast, it will get long. If you make it round like this, it's gonna be a mozzarella. Or if I take this out, I heat it again, and if I push it like this, it's gonna be our Turkish string cheese. One thing is, at this point, it doesn't have any salt. To have some salt, the thing you should do is at this last moment, heat it up a bit, take it out. Same as the halloumi, push it, put some salt on both sides. It's still hot, it's gonna soak it eventually. And I'm going to wrap it like this. And I want to make it almost like a square. But I got carried on. I have put the salt. I shouldn't have put it back to the heating. I've done that a few weeks ago. Same thing. The surface starts to be softer like this, and I don't like that. So keep in mind, the next time you do it, just salt it and then never put it in the hot water again. Put it in the cold water. You should refrigerate this with a stretch film on top, if possible, for overnight. If I show you the strings right now, it's not going to be very pleasant because it's still very soft. You can use it as a fresh cheese, of course, but I want to show you when it really gets cold. Now our basic cheese is ready. I'm going to tell you two things. One, how we can turn that into a really nice nibble. Actually, I did this on this Turkish channel to show how it melts and how beautiful it looks. We take the cheese into its threads. We put it on pans that we have created in Turkey. These are non-stick. They're called Swiss crystal, which doesn't include any PFOs, etc. So nice. We start to heat the pan. We put a bit of salt, red flake pepper, a bit of thyme, and some garlic. Then we ate it with simit, which was incredible. I wanted to demonstrate this to show you how it would work on a pizza or a toast or pasta or a wrap or anything. Anyways, we take this cheese idea and turn it into different cheeses. The far-fetched one, which is expensive and looks hard to make, is burrata. Okay, it's not gonna, to my Italian friends, it's not gonna be exactly like the real burrata, but 90% really good. How would we do that? Putting the vinegar and heating it up until 49 degrees, the same, and we take the curdle out. After taking the melting curdle, we put 1/3 of it into the hot 90 degrees water for just once. We open it, and then when it goes to smooth, press it really well and open it like a sheet, and then pull it apart. This is gonna be like the straticelli of the burrata. To that, sometimes they add ricotta. I didn't have the ricotta cheese in my kitchen. Instead, I used the 35% cream that I have my face on, the one that Turkish people love. I whipped it a bit and then add a bit of salt. To other 1/3 of the curdle, I put it on the hot water and did the same thing that I did while I was making the string cheese. Push it on and make it smoother, and then when it gets cold, put it in the heat again, then again fold it a few more times and put it on the water again, etc. and for 3 times. Then take it out, push it really well. I don't put salt to make the outside of the burrata less strong. Same thing they do when they make the original burrata. Put the salted straticelli and cream mixture in the middle, but that moment the outside cheese should be really hot, otherwise it doesn't stick. Then take from the 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock and then 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, then add the sides and push all of them together really well. If there's a big excess part and you're sure that the sides have stuck, you can turn the burrata upside down and put it in the hot water, soften the sides a bit, and then this will make the top part to cut easily. The burrata is ready. You put it in some water and preserve it and then go crazy with it. What you can do while you make the cream and straticelli mixture, you can put some pepper, rockets, or I would love, for example, some basil. It might be nice, but I would love to put some truffle oil inside. It will be so nice. This one is the first one.
Hi everyone, we are on Amazon. You can find our most highlighted products on Amazon and buy with just one click.
And Öykü did 2 different cheeses. One from Turkey, which is braid. We have this örgü peyniri, which is called like the braid in the hair. She did everything same, making the string cheese until to the end. She makes a thick piece, cut it in 3 pieces, but at the top, not ripping it totally apart. In her hand, she made the bride. On the finishing part, she puts it in the hot water and make it stick from the top and the bottom, and then it's ready. Or you can make small mozzarella pieces, you can make bigger ones as I've shown you. Heat it a bit, take a finger-like piece and squeeze it in your hands, and sometimes if you're strong enough you can do it just with your hands, or if you don't want to tire yourself, get scissors and cut it and then do it in several minutes. If you don't like really the shape, you can always put it in the hot water again and make round shapes as well. So this is how it works. At the last moment, you should always put it in some water. That's really important. If you put a bit of salt, it works. If you put too much salt, the outside becomes gooey. So salting it at the last moment while you're eating is a little better in this case. This is one of the easiest ways how to make a cheese at home. Hope you enjoyed it. You can do it with your kids, you can do it with your loved ones, and you will love the taste. Can we eat the burrata right now?
Why not?
Okay, would you like some pepper?
Yeah, some black pepper, maybe some salt.
I have this green olive oil if you like.
Okay.
It could have been a little,
It's okay, I think.
it's okay. It could have been a little more watery. We can always put some milk to make that happen. Would you like to taste it? Take this part, the better one. Rockets.
It's so good.
So good.
And it's not like homemade with vinegar, it's actually like the already made one.
The taste is almost same. Very nice.
Wallahi same.
Wallahi same.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
This is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Write a comment and share it with your loved ones. Now, these days we need it. Take care.
Ay çok iyi. Vallahi aynı gibi.